We're back tonight with the Lexus GX 460. As you can see, it's full on winter here in Michigan, and I wanted to test out the Cooper Discoverer AT3 4S. All-terrain tires. How do they do in the snow? How do they compare to the Cooper All Seasons that I had on this GX 460 before? Let's take it for a drive. We have some kind of hard-packed, icy, snowy conditions today. There's actually quite a bit of traction out here. We'll find some deep snow, we'll find some ice, we'll find some lightly plowed snow, and see what type of conditions we can find and utilize these tires in. As always, turning traction control off in the GX 460 has a beautiful way of sliding around and drifting on its own. Tonight I've left mud and sand mode off, and we're just in normal driving mode. These AT3s seem to have pretty decent braking performance. The GX 460's ABS system does kick in a little bit earlier than I would like, but cornering ability and overall traction seems to be quite good in these conditions, as you would expect. Honestly, I'm not noticing a huge difference between these and the all-season tires that I was running last year. But that's a good thing, because those all seasons, those Cooper HTPs were very impressive. How we do here, merging onto the highway, going over some ruts. It's very smooth, very solid, a lot of confidence on these tires. Of course, all-terrains are no replacement for a true dedicated winter tire. But I think so far these have done quite well, and this is just my first day driving on these. They seem pretty unfazed with deep snow. They're able to kick out the slush through the large tread blocks. Let's do a little braking test here. Pretty nice in results. This thing's fun. Well, now that we've had a good hoon, let's throw it into mud and sand mode. This is kind of my go-to mode for snowy driving. Dumbs down the throttle just a little bit. We'll turn traction control back on. It is the most liberal mode with traction the GX 460 has. It does let you get a little bit sideways, have a little bit of fun, but it keeps you pretty nicely balanced and safe, which is very important. I also just drove the Honda Passport on these same roads in these same conditions. It's very interesting to note the differences in the stability control, the traction control systems, and their levels of sophistication. The new Passport has a much better organic stability control system. It does a really nice job getting the front end turned in and just giving you a smooth traction control experience where this GX 460 still beeps at you and makes all sorts of weird electronic noises. It's a little bit disconcerting, but again, this is an older vehicle and not as up-to-date as a new Passport. Still, though, it gets you through the slippery stuff very well. And on these Discover AT3 4S tires, it does a really pretty good job. Yeah, let's turn traction control back off. This is less fun than I remember. You just gotta hold it for a few seconds when you're at a complete stop. Light comes on, and we're free. We've got some slightly deeper snow. Again, no problems whatsoever, as to be expected. The sheer weight of the GX 460 gives it a pretty decent amount of traction to begin with. I would say these AT3 4S tires are pretty good as a really nice all-rounder, all-terrain. I've been very impressed with its diversity and performance. They're very comfortable, they're very quiet, they get decent fuel economy, they work great in the sand, you can air them down and feel like you're not going to get a puncture. And they perform well in the winter. This is a really, really good alternative to an all-season that isn't as aggressive or tough or rugged, but you don't really give up a whole lot in terms of snow traction, which is what this tire's intention originally was. I have a decent amount of road feel. Breakaway is pretty progressive. Wet performance with these tires has always been phenomenal. Braking is actually quite good. It's just the GX's ABS and pedal feel that is throwing me off a little bit. I love the ground clearance that the GX 460 has. Passport was bottoming out through some of this. Yeah, I'm still really enjoying this GX. It's been a phenomenal vehicle. It's just so nice to get in and drive. It's so comfortable, it's relaxing. One of my favorite vehicles I've ever owned, honestly. Which means I'm probably getting old and boring, but it's fun to drive too. It's rewarding. You can hustle this thing around a little bit, and that's a good thing. Times. diversity and traction situations here. The snow is it's actually quite impressive, the amount of grip this is putting down in some scenarios. Yeah, pretty awesome. We're in some pretty deep stuff right now. Alright guys, well there's an update on the GX 460. Quite impressed with these all-terrain tires. They do a really nice job keeping this car planted. We've got some ice in this parking lot. Let's see how they do in here. I expect the ABS is going to have a little bit of trouble. Do a little bit of a stop here. Actually, not terrible, not too bad. It's funny to see how rudimentary this traction control system is compared to modern vehicles as of now. It's pretty amazing how far we've come. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Again, hope you enjoyed these GX 460 videos. I've really enjoyed owning this thing these last couple years, and yeah, just gonna keep driving it, enjoying it. Let me know if you have any questions, any things that you may want me to talk about in future videos. Until then though, I'll see you guys later. Thanks again. Take it easy.